Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, Capricorn, let's get started. And so we have the chariot tonight. So, usually when we have the chariot, we know there's going to be some real work coming up here, right? Some stuff to be done, some decisions to be made, and really putting forth the effort to get it done, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to and see what are these tea leaves going to tell us today. And so if you have not, I'm just looking at this one right over here. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. Also, if you want to like the video or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. Okay, so we have a person over here, and it looks like a feminine, maybe a feminine person wearing possibly a dress or maybe a robe or something like this, holding a key, okay? A big key right there, a big key. So really unlocking something important, right? I imagine, and this is going to be cheesy, but kind of unlocking the door to your future. That's the immediate thing that comes to mind, because we do have the chariot card, and it really is so much about getting all of the elements together, the variables, the elements, and really your will. It comes down to your willpower, right? Your will, your true will, and then implementing that willpower, okay? So I do feel like you have been given some kind of opportunity, or you've created that opportunity for yourself, right? That maybe it is time for you to start considering what is next for you. What is the next thing that you're going to be working on? Are you thinking about changing jobs? Are you thinking about starting a business? Are you, starting the process of working on the house in some way? Maybe you're remodeling. Maybe you're fixing things that, have kind of been in disrepair. This could also be within your relationships and things like volunteering, community work, hobbies, wherever you're putting your effort, okay? But I think that not only in the physical world, where you are really expending a lot of energy, working hard towards this thing that is beloved to you, that is important to you, this is also affecting all other sectors of your being, right? The mind, body, soul, right? It's all connected. And so I feel like this is also the key to really a sense of freedom within your mental space, your psychic space, okay? So I feel like this is a time where you're really wanting to kind of get back in control of your life. I keep feeling this like, it's almost like it feels like a mantra, really, like something that you keep repeating to yourself, but it is almost more like ruminating, right? And it's really this like, I'm tired of living somebody else's life, right? I don't want people to tell me anymore what I should be doing, right? Like, I want to do my own thing because I trust myself. I know that I make good decisions. I know that I'm capable. I know that I know what I want. And yet I have found myself in this life where everybody has an opinion. Now, it might be that you live in a family dynamic where you have a lot of you know, maybe you have a lot of people living in the same house. Maybe you have some really strong personalities living in your house. Now, as I'm saying all this, and it's funny because this is a Cancer card, right? My husband over at Dove and Serpent Tarot, my husband Paul, he is a Cancer, and he is somebody that I would say is a brilliant person, very capable of making all of the decisions, really, and I would trust him to do that. But he happens to be in a family with myself and my daughter, and well, our cat as well, TT. He has 3 women in his life. Big personalities, lots of opinions. Very type A. Not in every aspect, but yes, very much. And so we like to run things around here. But I know that at some point, you know, and I don't think he minds me saying this. I'm sure that he has said something similar. At some points, it's like, listen, I'm a grown-up. I've raised myself since I was, you know, whatever, 18, I don't know, was 15, whatever, however old you are when you kind of take the driving wheel of your own life, right? And just coming to that point where it's like, listen, you don't have to choose everything, right? I want to do some things for myself. I want to make some of my own decisions. I want to pick what color, you know, towels I have in my bathroom and, you know, that kind of thing. But I do. I see you getting to a point where it's like, listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate the family. I appreciate everything that is done here. But I need some space for me to figure out where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I want things. And I do. I feel like this is that key that is opening the door for this next thing to happen, right? This blessing, this fortune, this ability to create, to build up, to really be quite, well, in your, I would say, kind of in your power of enterprise. And that's really one of the big things about Capricorns, is that you're really good at like building businesses, at running, you know, businesses, companies, management. You're really good at, well, and this is not a put down because I'm also, listen, I'm a Capricorn rising, so I have this is why I like to run the household. But to the bureaucracy of things. Right? All the tedium and the details and all the kind of like, ugh, who wants to do all that little work, you know? Who wants to go organize the junk drawer or the junk closet? We have that in our front closet. That is my last battlefield in this house. Is that closet. And every time I open it, I just look at it and I say, me and you, one day, we're going to figure this out. But yes, I do. I see you really, really stepping into that place of power for yourself. Now, I want to come over here because it looks like we have a dog. We have a person over here. It looks like a star as well. So this is really, the star indicates a goal, right? And this is you living in that mindset. I'm going to achieve the things that I'm focused on. Very goal oriented, but I think that like you have come to a point where you're reprioritizing. You are re-dreaming, right? You are maybe abandoning some of the old things that, you know, I don't know. There's plenty of things in my life that I thought were important, you know, and I thought these were the big goals of my, you know, of my misspent youth, you know, like, oh, I want to see, you know, like, I'm trying to think, like, Jizza or Wu-Tang. I want to see them perform 30 times. Let's see if we can do that. These are the kind of goals I used to have. How many times can I go to a Bob Dylan? But yes, but I think that you have reorganized kind of what these goals are for yourself, reinvented some of them, right? And you are living in that space and you are not going to be distracted. Now we also have the dog, which is kind of like the guardian angel, the best friend, the loyal, ride or die. And I feel like you really have people around you who are supporting your vision of your future, which is so important. It is so important. I tell my daughter this constantly, and she's 4, so she's like, okay, whatever, Mom. I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell her, you need to have people in your life that are doing things. You need to have people in your life that are interested in stuff, that are, that projects, that stay busy with stuff. Now, I'm not saying you have to grind it out 24/7, but yeah. We've all had people in our lives that do nothing. They sit around, they mope, they hurt. Everything is bad. Am I talking about myself? Because it does sound like yeah, I've been there. Yes, I've been that person. I have been that person quite often. But yeah, when you surround yourself with people who are in that place in their life, which no judgment, right? We all go through stuff and we all end up in places where we feel like we're stuck, we're unmotivated, we're grieving, or, just melancholy, whatever. But if you that's your life, and everybody you come in contact with at work and your personal life, your friends, your family, and everybody's kind of in this thinking kind of mode, well, how can you ever get out of that? You yourself will succumb to it. And then next thing you know, it's 15 years later and you're all still griping about the same stuff. No, you need to have people who are busy, who have projects, who like things. I don't care if they are obsessed with like snails. Like, oh, I'm going to go, find every kind of snail in North America or whatever. It might seem weird to most people, but listen, they have something going on. They have a reason to get up, to go out, to look for stuff, and we need people like that around. And I feel like you have that energy, these energies around you. You have people who are really rooting for you. And that makes all the difference. I mean, let's be honest, it really does. And so now we also have, it looks like we have a person over here, and then we have another person over here who's rolling a large ball. Now, it reminds me of Sisyphus, definitely, and we all know that story, right? Where it's the guy, I think he's in Hades. I don't even know where the myth comes from, if it's like a standalone one, or is it in like one of Dante's books? I don't know, like in the Inferno or something. You'll have to tell me in the comments there. But the story is, right, this dude, for whatever reason, he is cursed to rolling this ball up a hill for the rest of eternity. And the ball goes up the hill and he almost gets there, and then it slips and it rolls back down and he has to start over again. And again. And then it's thankless work. It's never ending. You never get anywhere. But I see we have this other person over here. We also have what looks like a bridge. Okay? So I do feel like there is this offering of crossing over into something else. There is, like water, right? Which is so transformative. If you think of like a tsunami, or if you've ever been by a mountain when the spring melt happens and all the water's coming down and it's going through the foothills and everything, it reshapes the landscape because it's that powerful. And I feel you. I really do. I feel you deciding, I'm not going to continue to roll this ball up a hill, this boulder up a hill. getting nowhere forever. You know, unless you take pleasure in, you know, this kind of routine or whatever. Some people might. But I feel you really deciding, I'm done with this. It is time to, you know, kind of gather up my mental, emotional, and probably some of your physical resources and move into this next part of my life, of my being. And I see that really becoming something that isn't just a thought, isn't just like some lady on YouTube told you in a reading. No, this is going to really start to manifest in your life. And it really comes down to your choices. You know, our choices, if they seem big or small or whatever, it's usually the smaller ones, really, that end up absolutely changing the landscape of our life. They do. I'm thinking about the moment my husband, Paul, when he told me, I want to move out there. We were long distance. He was in California. I was in where I am in the Midwest now. And I remember the moment when I thought, finally, it was a couple of years of long distance courtship. And I finally said, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it. And he came in, I think, August, right before my birthday. And yeah, and that changed everything. That changed everything. We had a kid less than a year later. So, you know what I mean? Everything changed. And so it really is. We must keep in mind, it's that easy. It's that quick. It's not easy. I should say it's that easy. It's that quick. Life can change. So continue to think about, how can you choose for, like, in your favor? Stop choosing against yourself. Stop doing the things that you think are going to please other people. Stop doing the things that you think are going to make you look better or more acceptable or fit in or go unnoticed or whatever it is. Start choosing in your favor. Doing the things that you know are going to benefit you. Okay? I know it's not easy, especially if you're a mom or a dad. At any time in your life, we have this guilt. It's coded into us to think about other people first, but we have to get to a point where we, can start deciding for ourselves, this is what I need. I don't care if anybody else likes it or not, but this is what I'm going to do. It's not easy, but it's most necessary. And I see you doing the hard work to get there. Okay? Now, we have, it looks like a rose here. We also have, it looks like, I don't know, maybe kind of a little bird of some kind. So we have kind of a message coming in. We also have a lot of anxiety, but I feel like there is kind of a secret being revealed here. And I feel like really the secret has to do so much with, I know it's cheesy, but who you are as a person. I feel like the universe is really communing with you. You are being just like loved on by the divine. You are being held. You are being, protected. You are getting the things that you need lined up so that you can do this work. And the universe is assisting you in this process. So try with all of your might to dispel some of that anxiety, because it will get you locked into place and you will stop moving forward. So, sometimes we just have to, get a little, I hate to say it this way, but get a little reckless. Stop overthinking it. Just do what you think feels right. The intuition. It's all there. All of the answers are there for you. They're within you. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and do our 3 lucky numbers. 31, 43. All right. 31, 6, and 43. Now we're going to end with our Wild Offering Oracle cards, okay? And I'm just going to flip through, stop where it feels right. It says, calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all. Remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. May your peaceful calm take over. All right, beautiful. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to tell you I love you because I do. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. Also, if you want to like the video or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. Thank you for spending this time with me. It is such an honor. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. We're going to talk soon. Good night. Good night. Good night.